Okay, I'm going to talk about Swedish tracing paper, and it comes on a big roll like this, and it's called paper because it's not woven, so it's not a fabric, but it feels more like a fabric than a paper. So it's not like tracing paper that's real thin and flimsy. This actually feels like a fabric. It doesn't drape very well, but it's pretty sturdy, and it's kind of hard to tear. You can't really tear it very easily. So the really great thing about this is that it's translucent enough so that you can trace a pattern. You can hold it over, tape it down over your pattern, and then trace all your pattern lines and markings on there. And then you can keep that pattern. So like if you picked, which size you wanted, then you'd trace the lines for that particular size. And one thing about this is that it's really great because it is more like a fabric than a paper. You can pin it. So once you get your pattern pieces traced on the Swedish tracing paper, you can cut them out and you can pin them to your fabric. When you get all your pattern pieces cut out and you want to store them, you can put them together. And then you can like safety pin them together. That's how I keep my patterns that have been traced using Swedish tracing paper. And then just like hang them up or keep them in a bag. You can use washi. Like I have this washi on there, and it doesn't rip the paper or anything. Somebody's going to ask where I got this washi tape, and I got it on Etsy. You can draw on it. That's a pencil. And then you can erase it from there. Not the greatest erasing there. And like I said, I use fabric scissors on this rather than paper scissors because it is more like a fabric. And that's one other thing that you can do with this is you can actually sew it. So some people will use Swedish tracing paper to actually make a muslin of their project. So you could, if you're making a skirt, you could trace your pattern pieces, cut them out, baste them together, just use a long basting stitch, try it on, and then, if it works out, then just unbaste, take out all your basting stitches, and then use those pattern pieces. You can still use them to cut out your fabric pieces. So that's Swedish tracing paper.